Yeah.
In the late hours of July 14, 2025, the sky above New York and New Jersey opened with fury. What began as an ordinary summer night quickly spiraled into one of the most severe urban weather disasters in recent memory. Torrents of rain battered streets, swallowed cars, and poured into subway tunnels, shattering the rhythm of two of America's most iconic metropolitan regions. As darkness gave way to dawn, families awoke to chaos. Homes were flooded, transit paralyzed, and in the heart of Union County, lives were lost. This wasn't just a storm. It was a wake-up call that in just over an hour, rainfall totals surged past 6 inches in parts of New Jersey. Streets transformed into rivers with a terrifying speed. In Plainfield, one vehicle was engulfed within moments, claiming 2 lives. Their final moments, like so many others that night, were marked by confusion, fear, and helplessness. Meanwhile, major arteries like Interstate 78 and Route 22 became parking lots of stranded vehicles. No one was prepared for what was unfolding. No one could outrun the water. Across the Hudson River, New York City faced a parallel nightmare. Over 2.6 inches of rain fell in Central Park in a single hour, breaking a record set more than a century ago. Underground, subway platforms turned into lakes. Trains halted mid-route. Over 20 stations were forced to shut down completely. Strap hangers stood in disbelief, ankle-deep in water. Others tried to flee, but the flooding moved faster than their steps. Even the city's steel veins, its subway lines, were no match for nature's wrath. Airports, too, weren't spared. Hundreds of flights were grounded or delayed. Families missed reunions. Travelers were stranded, luggage soaked, dreams postponed. Throughout the Northeast, a region known for its speed and precision, time itself had seemingly stopped. But for emergency crews, time was everything. In those early hours, they raced against rising water, making rescues, clearing roads, restoring electricity, and searching for survivors. As floodwaters surged, power lines snapped. Substations drowned. Over 15,000 homes lost electricity. For many, the nightmare unfolded in darkness. In Essex, Middlesex, and Union counties, the storm carved a trail of wreckage through neighborhoods and hearts alike. And yet, in the face of devastation, communities held on. Neighbors helped neighbors. First responders braved knee-deep waters. Parents carried children through flooded hallways. Courage met crisis. What caused this catastrophe? According to experts, the storm formed as a stagnant cold front collided with a moisture-laden warm air mass. The result was sudden, sky-breaking cloudbursts, dumping what would typically fall in an entire month, in just 1 hour. City systems, built for steady storms, crumbled under the deluge. Concrete jungles turned deadly, unable to absorb the rushing water. Storm drains backed up, tunnels flooded, and lives changed forever. Across Manhattan, Queens, and Brooklyn, streets became streams. Cars floated aimlessly. Emergency vehicles stalled. Mothers clutched babies. waiting for help atop buildings. From uptown to the boroughs, the message was clear: no one was untouched. But amidst the chaos, something beautiful happened. Strangers opened their homes. Firefighters formed human chains. Volunteers brought warm meals to shelters. The storm broke the city's routine, but not its spirit. Temporary shelters opened to receive the displaced. Cots lined gymnasiums. Children clutched teddy bears that had somehow stayed dry. Volunteers handed out dry clothes and blankets. Recovery had begun, but healing would take much longer. And for the families who lost loved ones, the grief was raw, silent, endless. Their pain echoed far louder than the thunder that had rolled in just hours before. Climate scientists weren't surprised, but they were alarmed. Events like this, once rare, are now becoming more frequent and more fierce. The fingerprints of a warming planet are evident in the skies, in the soil, and in the silence left behind by tragedy. Urban planners now face a sobering truth: the old ways of building cities no longer work. Without massive investments in infrastructure, we risk more than delays. We risk lives. The cleanup began as soon as the skies cleared. Crews drained stations, cleared debris, restored power. But the emotional debris? That would linger. The storm tested every system, from subways to emergency alerts. And while many held, others faltered under pressure. The message is not just about what happened, but what could happen again. This disaster should not be dismissed as a freak occurrence. It must be a turning point. We owe it to the families who now sit an empty place at the dinner table. We owe it to the children who looked out the window and saw their world underwater. We owe it to ourselves. Cities like New York and Newark must rise stronger, not just taller. We need smarter drainage, faster alerts, safer transit, and deeper compassion in our policies. To those who lost everything, our hearts are with you. To the brave souls who ran toward danger, we honor you. And to those watching, may this moment stir more than sympathy. May it spark change. Because in the face of rising waters, it's not just about survival. It's about solidarity, about resilience, about refusing to let another life be lost to something we could have prevented. Stay prepared, stay informed, and above all, stay human.